So I played the Cycle Frontier and I realized really quickly that this game is just a carbon copy of my real life. For the past couple years, I've just been in the wild, shooting all these alien animal creature things, scrounging for loot anywhere I see, and I mean literally anything. I don't even know if it's useful, I'm just gonna take it. And I've been harvesting minerals for the past couple years now. I don't know what they're for, but they're everywhere. I guess the only difference is that nobody's trying to kill me. Ugh, not only is Macro dead, but he stinks. I'm pretty sure that's how the enemies found him. This death could have been avoided if he just used Dr. Squatch. Dr. Squatch is changing the game when it comes to men's personal care. With high performance natural products that smell amazing. You can choose from their wide selection of soaps. I mean, look at them. Bop, 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 bop. We got soaps, we got hair care, we got deodorant. Your shower will never be boring ever again. All their products are super duper natural. Seriously, just look at the label. You can pronounce everything on there. Unlike your generic body wash, deodorant, and hair care, which has all these other long words that you couldn't even spell at a spelling bee. And if you're a nerd and you want to learn more about all the different ingredients, they have a whole web page about it. I'm gonna be real with you. Before I was using this generic soap that smelled nice, but my skin would get really dry. And you know, my wife didn't seem to really care. Then I put this on and now she loves me again. I already feel a lot less dry as well, unlike my humor. So if you want to try Dr. Squatch yourself, click the link in the description down below, and new customers can get 20% off on orders of $20 or more by using my code DSQMacro. And now that I smell good, let's continue with the video. The Cycle Frontier is a new first-person shooter. Well, technically the Cycle Frontier came out in 2019, but it's changed a bunch since then and is now officially out, which is why more people have been playing it, including myself. The Cycle Frontier is a looter shooter that is essentially Escape from Tarkov, but it's in space and way simpler. But if you're like me and haven't really played Tarkov, that may not be a helpful description, but essentially this game is both a PvE and a PvP game, meaning that you'll fight both in-game monsters and real-life humans online at the same time. Your objective is simple and kind of never-ending. You use your money and resources to gear up with weapons, armor, backpacks, and then you drop into the map and try and complete objectives and find rare and valuable items. Items that you'll use to upgrade your gear and repeat the process until you're running around with top-tier weaponry and armor. So it's a bit of a grind, but it's a ton of fun and rewarding when you successfully complete missions and survive by evacuating in the dropship. And it's super frustrating when you die. You see, when you die in this game, all of the loot that you brought is gone. It's no longer in your inventory and you can't get it back. It's like losing your favorite toy on a vacation. It can be that heartbreaking. There are ways to mitigate this loss by putting some insurance on your items. You can get some value back for a cheaper price, or you can get the entire thing that you're insuring back. But that costs a special type of rare currency that isn't as easy to acquire. Also, if the enemy that kills you takes whatever you insured, it's still gonna be gone, and you'll just get money instead. So insurance is still inherently risky. Your best bet is to just not die. And there are a lot of ways that you can die in this game. There's fall damage, monsters will eat you, enemies will shoot you, your own teammates can kill you, and the storm that comes after a while can burn you alive, and even the evacuation ship, if you don't get out of its way, it can kill you, which I learned the hard way live on Twitch. Okay, so I completed like the easiest part. What? Whoa! But that doesn't mean it's hard to survive. You can travel a lot quieter so that enemies don't hear you. You can be safe from the storm as long as you stay indoors. You can also talk to anyone with proximity chat and kind of, you know, finesse your way out of combat safely. Yo, can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm just gonna pass through and not shoot you, okay?
I'm friendly. I won't hurt you. I'm just doing quests.
Or you can just kill everything you see. I mean, I am a gamer after all. When you successfully kill an enemy, you can take all of their loot, but unfortunately you can't carry an unlimited amount of loot. So you'll want to only take the most valuable items and then dip out of there, because you don't want to get killed by another person, right? That's where the upgrades come in. Are you dying a lot because you have bad armor? Craft better armor. You feel like your guns suck? Give it better attachments. Your backpack is too small? Make it bigger. All of this can be done on the main home base, the prospect station, which is where you get your missions, upgrade your arsenal, and you have this den area that you don't really sleep in, but you use it to upgrade your daily loot drops and increase how much passive income you make, like a millennial buying rental properties and collapsing the entire economy. Looting is mostly random. You'll find man-made things in buildings, plants can be found all over the world, and minerals can be mined by using your pickaxe, like a certain blocky game. The world is vast, and traversing it can be a bit of a chore, especially since you have stamina, which means you can't run or climb or melee for unlimited amounts of time in a row. But if you walk or stand still, it will recharge. Once you've successfully gotten all the loot that you can carry, you'll have to go to a randomly marked location where you can call on an evacuation ship. And once it's here, you can dip, but watch out. It can attract other people who can kill you and even leave with your ship. Yes, that means that you can also leave on enemy ships. It's easier if you just ask them politely instead of killing them though, at least in my experience. Yo, is it cool if I hop on this plane with you? So that's the core gameplay loop. You go in to do missions and collect loot to upgrade your gear so you can explore more dangerous areas and get even better loot, and then you can get even better gear so that you can go into even more dangerous places and get the best loot to get the best gear. Then rinse and repeat until you're so OP and you only get joy from hunting people down and nothing else. It's a wild time. So that's the Cycle Frontier in a nutshell. It's not really a game for everyone, but I've been having fun with it so far, which I can explain better by listing its The environments and graphics look great. Its art style is simple but distinct enough for it to stand out. The PvE enemies, while not too diverse, are designed in a way where it's easy to understand their patterns and fight them, or avoid them. The gunplay is also solid, and each gun does have a unique feel to it, giving players the opportunity to find the ones that they're most comfortable with, and then ultimately only use the Manticore. The proximity chat is such a fun feature that makes playing the game even better. You can talk your way out of most situations, or even just chat with the person you're fighting with. Hey, sorry for shooting at you, man. You don't have to fight.
Start throwing a nade at your head, bro.
You can even make friends like I did. We even partied up together. It was so dope. The map is decently big, but still easy enough to learn, while still being full of secrets and extra areas that can be unlocked with keys or finishing puzzles. And these usually contain the best loot. So it's worth spending a ton of time doing that. And there's 2 whole maps, but the other map is only for the tryhard sweaty boys. It's way too dangerous in there. Trust me, you won't survive there without a plan and some high level gear. And one of the biggest pros about this game is that it's free to play, and luckily the microtransactions aren't too crazy and are mostly cosmetic, so it's not like the game is pay to win. You really only pay with your time. I understand the importance of stamina, but man, I am just not a fan of it in games. I'm so spoiled, I know, but I hate not being able to just run for miles. I know I can upgrade my stamina with armor and stuff, but I wish it was just a little bit longer because you have to just run around a lot in this game. And yeah, I know if you hold your knife out or a melee weapon, you can go faster. Just a little pro tip for those of you that don't know. On top of that, the game's environment is a bit clunky. There's a lot of areas that aren't climbable and are essentially just dead ends. It feels so lame when you go pretty deep into an area and you're just stuck behind a wall that can't be climbed. As I mentioned before, there's a storm that comes in and will kill you if you're outside a building. But why does it need to last 5 whole minutes? It's so boring just waiting inside in one spot for it to end. Like, we get it. Ooh, scary thunder. Come on. Move on. The overworld, which is, the prospect station, while nice, is a bit annoying to go to every time. I know some people like the immersion, but I'll take all of the areas as parts of the menu instead. Kind of like how you can deploy from anywhere, but it's for everything. The shops, the faction missions. If I can access everything from any location, it would be a little bit easier for me to consistently keep going in and out of the game. Overall, the Cycle Frontier is just built to take up all of my time. The gameplay loop to some may seem boring, but if you're into a more grindy, slow-paced shooter that you can vibe in with friends or just chill alone and then tilt at it when you die, then this is the game for you. I seriously had a lot of fun getting footage for this game, and I can see myself getting a little lost in it, but it is a grind, and a lot of the time, it will feel like you're doing a repetitive chore. And at its worst, you'll put a ton of effort into a single mission and then just be ambushed by some random dude camping, and all of that effort will be gone in an instant. It's a game with very high highs and really low lows. So I'll be giving the Cycle Frontier a 7.5 out of 10. I think for some people, this will be a satisfying and rewarding game, but others may find it unappealing after truly understanding what's in store. But what do you think? Have you played it, and what would you rate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay guys, I have to take another shower because that took a lot out of me. So I'll catch you later. Ya noob.